baby.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We are in St. George right now. We left at around like 9:30 this morning as soon as she was done like feeding and getting a little sleepy. And she's been doing pretty good. So we're about like 4 hours in. I think our maps say that we have like a little over 5 hours left. But she just took a long nap and she needed a diaper change and she's gonna need to eat. So we're doing a little stop. It's also like 67 degrees outside, so it's so nice to just be out and not have to have her like all bundled up. It just feels amazing. Yeah, she slept really well this last time. And we've got a pretty cozy setup in the back. And I took a clip on my phone, but the bed of our truck is completely packed full of stuff. And then like it's pretty packed in here too. I don't know if the light changed, but there's just like diaper bag, my bag, nursing pillow, diaper caddy. David has all the cold food and like chips and sandwiches and stuff up front. And yeah, we are making, I think, okay time. Probably the stop's a little bit longer than it should be. And I look like a mess. We're a little under halfway. And we've had an hour and a half total of stops. So that's like getting gas, and then obviously like feeding her, and like she can't just sit in her car seat for 9 hours. So like having some time for her to be out and get some fresh air, change her diaper. She is loving being outside and being out of the car right now. And she's been like pretty good. She did a little bit of rage crying before this last nap, but she was just super tired. And she's used to like being, you know, swaddled up and like rocked to sleep. So she had to kind of work on getting herself to sleep in the car. Which could be a good thing, baby. You're gonna grow so much. You're gonna learn and grow. Look at you looking around everywhere. You see that big old red rock? Wow, she said, we're on an adventure. I'm a traveler. Anyway, just wanted to say hello, get the vlog started. I'm not sure I'll film a ton of the rest of the road trip, but this is gonna be like a decent stop. So figured I would get out of the car, get her out and say hi. And I'm about to breastfeed her. And then we'll be on our way. Love you. Hello guys, we are in the car again. We are in front of the Airbnb right now. I will show you guys a little tour later when we get back. Murphy's trying to escape her car seat. She's like, I'm over this, you guys. She's actually doing really good. She's been amazing. We got up at like 7:30 this morning. Murphy actually slept pretty good last night. Considering like the day and everything. Baby, she's like trying so hard to like lean herself out of there. And we got up, had our like protein coffee, hung out with Murphy, got ready for the day, unpacked and kind of like settled in while she was napping. And now we are in the truck heading over to Sprouts to pick up some groceries. So we have to be kind of quick because our nap is like in an hour. But it's just right up the road. So when we get back, I will show you guys the house. It has a really, really pretty view of like the mountains, and there's obviously like mountains right behind me. And lots of like windows and lots of space and stuff. So it's actually pretty nice. But when we get back, I will show you all that. I just didn't vlog last night because we got in so late. And then this morning we were like, I was kind of like a zombie. I'm like, I cannot believe after all of that, like when you travel with the baby, you do not get to sleep in. Normally we would like do that kind of drive and sleep until like 10 or 11, but we were up at 7:20. She's a good little traveler so far. Yes. She said, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable in this thing now. Hello guys, happy Tuesday. I did not end up picking up my camera yesterday. On the way back from the grocery store, Murphy was pretty fussy. We came inside and I just like threw off my purse and breastfed her really quickly while David was like feeding me snacks because we were both starving. I haven't gotten like that hungry in such a long time, and I was like lightheaded. It was just a mess. And then it's been rainy and cloudy, and it's very much affecting my mood because I thought the weather was gonna just be a little nicer and like the sun would be out and it'd be like 70, and I didn't even pack any like big coats or anything. Like I thought, you know, we were gonna have like some nice California weather. I think by Thursday we get a little bit of sunshine, but I'll show you guys here in a little bit. It's been like rainy, and I normally like this weather, but I was looking forward to utilizing this big backyard and like being outside with Murphy and stuff, and we are stuck in this house. I do have more to say about like how I'm feeling about this trip. I'll get into it in a little bit. But yeah, yesterday was just, I did not pick up my camera. And I know this is like a very well-known thing, especially with parents, but like when you go on vacation, it's basically like you're just taking care of your kid in a different location. You're not like on vacation. There's not sleeping in, there's not like laying out in the patio reading books and like, you know, chilling, hanging out, having drinks at night. You're doing all the same things except in a different place where you aren't as comfortable. So it's actually even harder. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. But this morning we are feeling a little bit better. Right when I wake up in the morning, I have like this feeling of dread of like, how am I going to entertain her all day when it's rainy and we're not at home, and it's like, you know, I'm not good out of a routine or out of my comfort zone. Murphy's thriving. She's having the best time. She's been babbling and smiling. She doesn't know anything has changed, which is great. She's very happy, so that definitely helps. But she has not slept well the last 2 nights. She was up a lot last night. So anyway, we got up this morning. We had breakfast and coffee and got ready, and she's down for her first nap. I'll explain that alarm here in a second. But anyway, we got up, got dressed, and, you know, got moving, and David's about to go into work for a little bit, and then we're both gonna try to work out today, and just, I'm trying to stick to all the things that we do at home so that I don't like spiral because I am literally on the brink of doing that. Anyway, that alarm that just went off is to go resettle Murphy, because she normally wakes up around like 30, anywhere for like 30 or 40 minutes in her nap, and they need to be a lot longer. So anyway, I did like the, I talked about it in a previous video, the Huckleberry app. I got the premium, and you basically like send all of her info out for like an analysis by like pediatricians and specialists or whatever, and they get back to you with like basically week 1 through 5 of all these things that you should start trying to get her to sleep longer, better naps, whatever. So one of the things is around the time that she would normally wake up, I go into the room and either, you know, wait for her to make some moves or whatever, and then I like settle her back down, or kind of like stroke her a little bit and wake her up a tiny bit, and then she'll get back into another sleep cycle. So we're gonna see if that works today. Anyway, I've got a lot more updates and things I want to talk to you about, but for now, that's where we are. I'm also gonna like clean up a little bit today, do some laundry, and just kind of stay, like I said, doing kind of my normal things. And hopefully that'll like relieve some of the travel anxiety that I'm having. So yeah, I will pick up my camera here in a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Silly. Okay, so it did not work. She woke up at 28 minutes and saw me, had a huge smile on her face. I tried to put the pacifier back in, tried to rock her back to sleep. I gave it 10 minutes like the app told me to, and she was not having it. So we are up again. I'm gonna just let her sit there and play. I will show you guys the little Airbnb here soon. We are actually staying, maybe I've already mentioned it, but we're staying in Moreno Valley. I can actually see our old apartment complex across the highway from where we are, which is so funny. And a guy David knows from work actually owns this place, so he was able to kind of like adjust. Basically, David, this is like a work trip for David, so he got like per diem, you get a certain amount for like hotel or stay or whatever, so he just like adjusted it to that amount so that we could stay here for 2 weeks. And yeah, it's really, really spacious. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and it has like 2 living rooms. The kitchen's like nice and big. There's tons of windows. The backyard's huge. Anyway, I'll show you guys all of that here in a bit. But I wanted to talk about how I was feeling on this trip, because the drive here was actually not as bad as I anticipated. She did a really, really good job. She only had 2 hard times, and one of them was because she was still super hungry. So David, like in the back seat, made a formula bottle really quickly. We like heated it up with some hot water we had like in a Yeti, which is a great travel hack. Any gas station you stop at, they're gonna have hot water for like tea and stuff like that and coffee. So you just fill up a Yeti with super hot water and it stays hot for a really long time, and that's a great way to heat up the bottle. We had the Tippy Tommy thing too, which is basically the same thing. It's just a thermos with like a little cup that it comes with to pour the water into, but the Yeti is like actually even easier because you can just pop it in. And that was like in the diaper bag over in the corner, and I just didn't feel like getting it out, so we did it that way. Anyway, little travel hack for you if you have bottles and you're on a road trip. So she did really well. It was a really long day, but we made it safely and she was happy like 80% of the time. But ever since we've been here, I just want to go home. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I have been feeling super anxious. It's really weird for me. The weather is not helping. I've already mentioned this so many times. When the weather, like, I love rainy days after it's been sunny and hot for a while, and like the rain during the summer is wonderful. But when we've had, you know, our winter in Utah where it's been super cold and snowing and we haven't been able to go outside, and it's been really cloudy and just like dull, it's just depressing. Especially when you have a little baby who, like, I can only do so much to entertain her. I mean, she's so little, she can't even, you know, she can't sit up yet. She's like barely starting to hold toys. So it's a lot to try to like figure out, okay, what am I gonna do with her all day? And she's staying up a lot longer. And like, I know all the activities and the suggestions and all the things you can do, but like, it's a lot, and it's a lot of energy to like, you know, put those little things together and, you know, do the tummy time and the reading and the teethers and all that stuff. And then, and all of that being like out of your own comfort zone and out of your own space. So I don't know, yesterday I was on the verge of a panic attack. I had a lot of anxiety. I was crying and just being like, I just want to go home. Like, I feel very just uncomfortable, and I don't like being uncomfortable, and I don't like being out of my routine. I don't like being in places that I don't feel good. But that is because I have not left Utah since my baby shower, which was in August. I have not traveled. We used to travel a ton, and I'm a great traveler pre-baby, but I'm out of practice. I'm out of all of that. So it's not only like my routine that's changing, but I'm concerned about hers, and it's just a lot. Maybe some moms can relate, like your first travel experience. Also, this weekend is the first time I'll be like leaving her for 2 nights. So there's a lot of things happening in the next 2 weeks that are very uncomfortable for me and like way out of my comfort zone. And so doing the 9-hour drive, being out of our place for 2 weeks, and then leaving her for 2 nights, all in like a 2-week period, is a lot for me. And my body is like, what do we do? So yeah, I think that's why I need to go to the gym today. I need to like walk off some of this anxiety. And we'll try and like go sit outside today, and, you know, getting some fresh air and all of that really helps. But anyway, that's what's really going on. That's why I haven't picked up my camera. I have not felt like filming. I've been super anxious and just feeling very, very weird. But yesterday we went to Sprouts, David went to Costco, so we like have all the groceries we need. So today I'm gonna like do laundry. We already need to do laundry. Clean up, just kind of get everything set up to where we have like a nice flow, because we are going to be here until next Friday, I think. So it's going to be a while. Yeah. And then I want to work on her naps today because, oh my gosh, girlfriend is not sleeping. And that's kind of normal when they're like newborns to have super short naps. But once they start getting, you know, into the 4-month, 5-month mark, the naps should be getting a little bit longer, but still kind of normal for them to be short. And by 6 months, they should be having some longer stretches. So hoping that if we focus on that today and work on her naps today, that she will sleep better tonight, because yeah, the last 2 mornings I have just woken up with like this feeling of dread of like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. How am I going to take care of her all day, like out of our, you know, space? So anyway, I'm struggling. That's what's really going on. I'm really struggling. I have a lot of anxiety and I hate feeling like this. I do everything I can in my life to not feel like this. But I'm hoping that after this trip, when we go home, I have like grown a lot, you know, because I pushed myself out of my comfort zone for the drive, for being like out of our place, for leaving her for a couple nights. And maybe I'll come back like feeling like I can do more, or this will be traumatizing for me and I will never leave the house again. We shall see. Anyway, I am going to kind of organize, clean up in the middle of like going back and playing with her and feeding her and stuff. But yeah, I'll show you guys the little tour, maybe during her next nap or after I like tidy up a little bit. It's kind of a mess right now. Yeah. Okay, I just cleaned up a little bit, organized. You guys know I need to do that to feel good. So this is the entrance. This is the first little living room. There are so many windows, which is amazing. Little Murphy girl. They've got like little recliner couches and a big table, big gorgeous windows. And then it goes up stairs, which I'll show you guys here in a second. And they did like, I guess maybe if there's gonna be like a little party or like a bachelorette situation, they probably did that for like pictures and stuff. I haven't plugged in that little light up sign, but it's kind of cute. Yeah, I think they did like a, probably like a, this and that is giving like bachelorette type of vibes. So then I think that room they meant for like, it's called like the speakeasy, I think. So probably like more of like the guys' room, and then that's for like the girls. I don't know. Anyway, dear Smurf. There's obviously a little outdoor grill and patio section, which is actually so nice. The outside is beautiful. So you can go into the kitchen from both sides, and the kitchen is super spacious, which is great. The kitchen is actually pretty nice. And again, like big, gorgeous windows. I love these windows right here. The best part is that all of them open and they have like screens. So if the weather is nice, I think on Thursday, I'm gonna have all of this open and just fresh air blowing through the house. All of them, every single window opens to the side with screens. And I just think that is like the best feature. All the windows and all of them can be opened up and let some fresh air in. And they have this thing, and I was looking for pots and pans everywhere yesterday so I could wash some before we start like cooking meals. And they're all right here. I was like sitting outside on that couch and I saw through and I was like, oh my gosh, there they are. Then over here there's like a microwave, a little toaster oven, and we have like our recycling going. Huge fridge, which is nice. And our little bottle washing section. And then here is the second living room that has a fireplace, and they actually delivered some little like instant logs yesterday. So maybe when David gets home this afternoon, we will get that going for tonight. Where's the sign? There's like a little, yeah, so it's like, I guess like a speakeasy vibe. I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty good sized room, and we have like little spots to put Murphy. They had these big comforters in the linen closet upstairs, so I just laid those down, and then I brought her a little play gym, and I brought her a ton of books and a ton of toys. And then I have her right here by the window. I'll go out there here in a second. I just need to go check on Murphy first. Then over here, there's the garage, which I think the washer and dryer is out there. I need to find it. And then a little bathroom. It's obviously like an older house. I would assume this house was probably built in like the late 90s or early 2000s. But they've done like a, you know, a pretty decent job for like an Airbnb. Just putting the basics in. Hi, girl. Okay, she's good for now. So up here is where all the bedrooms are. And we kind of have a little setup here. So here is the primary bedroom. There's no like overhead light. It's just lit by lamps. So it's very dark. It's dark in a lot of the house. Like that's one of the main lights, and then like the lights in the kitchen. So it's super dark, but obviously the weather's not helping. Anyway, nice big bed, and we've been putting her bassinet next to me at night, but then moving it into a different room for naps during the day. And then this is actually super cool. There is a big patio with that view, which is so cool. Big rocks over there. I want to go climb that like after it stops raining. Anyway, that's super cute. And then the bathroom is huge. Unfortunately, the hot water in the tub, it doesn't work. But how nice would that be? Especially when the weather is super nice to like open up the windows a little bit and have a bubble bath. Amazing. And then I organized like our skincare and stuff. And then there's a huge walk-in closet, and then shower and a toilet. Then there's another bathroom here, which actually has some pretty cool like light settings that David found last night. Oh, whatever, I can't figure it out. But anyway, that can be like pink and purple and like all kinds of stuff. So this is where we've been doing her baths, and we brought the little angel care bath. And yeah, just a cute little bathroom. They definitely did some updates in here. And then in here is where Murphy's been taking her naps because it's the darkest room. So we have her Nuna travel bassinet, and then the Hatch and the VTech monitor and the Rocket and her sleep suit and just everything. So just like a basic room, like nothing too crazy, but you know, gets the job done for an Airbnb. The last room, oh, this is like the little linen closet, linen cabinet section. Let me peek at Murphy again. Is he good? This is where we have been putting all of our suitcases and like her little changing station. So it's actually nice that there's 3 bedrooms because we can utilize each one. So we just have my bags, David's bags, and then over here is where we've been like changing her diaper. We brought this huge thing of diapers and wipes, and actually need to grab this because I need to do some laundry. And then when she goes down for a nap, I'll make sure to go outside and show you guys like the backyard because it's really beautiful. Lots of space. So yeah, I feel like it's pretty nice, especially like for the area that we're in. And I'm just basically, like I said, doing the same stuff I do at home, just in a different location with a different setup. So she only slept for 28 minutes. And per the app's recommendation, I should start trying to put her down earlier than what the suggested nap time would be, since she didn't really sleep that well. So I'm gonna nurse her a little bit and then try and get her down for another nap, and then probably come back down and make some lunch or something.
This way, you're not, instead of looking within themselves, then where the eyebrow.
Okay, I've tried to film what I'm trying to say 3 different times, but my brain is in just such a freaking fog, and I'm so tired that none of what I was saying was making sense, and my sentences were not running together. It was a mess. So now that I'm stopped trying this again. I am on base, March Air Reserve Base. This is where David was stationed when we lived here in California for 3.5 years, for those of you who do not know. Actually, the maps took me right past our old apartment complex. And when we lived here, I never said like where we lived or anything, but we lived off of Sycamore Canyon Boulevard in Riverside, like right off the highway, in these really cute apartments. And someone was like moved in and everything. Obviously, we didn't own the place, but it was just kind of like weird. But anyway, David came home from work and the gym, which I'm parked at now. I do not feel like working out. I'm seriously so tired, but I know that this will help me so much. Before we left for the trip, I didn't work out like the 2 days before we left because I was just so stressed about the packing and so focused on that, that I wanted to like spend the whole day doing that, and I didn't like leave to go to the gym. I wish I would have. That probably would have helped me feel a lot better. But that's okay, we're here, and even if I just do cardio, that will be great. It'll help like work off that anxiety. And I will say that if you also struggle with anxiety, if you do not work out or do some kind of like movement every single day, you are like doing yourself a disservice, trust me, because I would not be able to function without like activity. When I was recovering from my C-section, that's like where a majority of my anxiety came from, not being able to work out or be active. And like there was a point when I came home that I could only walk like just around our little section of townhomes. It was a very, very short walk, and that just absolutely sucked. So not being able to like move and stuff like really just makes me feel a lot worse. Anyway, I cannot keep my thoughts together. Sorry. This vlog is probably a mess, and I'm a mess, I feel like, on the inside. So going to do a workout will hopefully really help me, or just make me even more tired. I don't know, but moving my body regardless, I know will be helpful. So I'm gonna do this. David hasn't texted me that Murphy has woken up, so she's been asleep for almost 46 minutes. Which is pretty good. Anyway, then after I leave here, I might go over to Target. We have everything we need for pasta except like the protein. So I was gonna go grab like beefless grounds or something like that, and then also go look at the like loungewear section, because have I even mentioned? Yeah, of course I've mentioned that this weekend is my really good friend Heather's, who's been on this channel so many times, back when we like did like our girls trips and stuff. She has her bachelorette trip this weekend in Palm Springs, and we're doing like a lingerie party night, but I feel like she'll get way more use out of, I mean, lingerie is like fun and everything, and it's gonna be so fun to see her like open all the stuff, but I want to get her just like cute lounge kind of stuff, or PJs, like underwear and stuff, and still make it like kind of cute and sexy, but stuff that she can like wear repeatedly. So I'm gonna go over to Target because they have some of the best, most comfortable like pajamas and like lounge type stuff. I'm rambling on now, but it is still raining and it's 54 degrees outside, and welcome to Southern California. Okay, I'm in the like intimates section right now, and I forgot how bad this Target is. It's always such a mess, and yeah, there's just like stuff everywhere, and the selection is not great, but I did find, oh, the brand I was talking about before is Stars Above. Their stuff is so good. This gorgeous like little slip, and it's the Stars Above brand, so I was thinking about grabbing this, and I was gonna grab her like some cute undies, but it's slim pickings and it's a mess, so we will pivot. Okay, success. I think what I found is so cute and something that I would love myself, but also like a cute thing that I could definitely see Heather wearing frequently. Maybe I already mentioned it, but it's like a lingerie party. And while lingerie is so fun, I was just thinking from the perspective of someone who's been married for almost, this year will be, well, the end of this year will be 10 years. A cute little satin set will get a lot of usage, and it's still like, you know, adorable and like a little bit sexy. And then I got her some cute satin underwear to like go with. They have like a little cutout. They're just cute. And then a card, and yeah, just something cute and simple, nothing crazy. And then some beefless grounds for dinner tonight. So I'm gonna head home now. Murphy needs to be going down for a nap somewhat soon. But yeah, like I was saying in there, if I inserted the clip from my phone, being back in Riverside, I do not miss living here at all. And I'm so sorry if you are from Riverside and you were like ride or die for Riverside. I don't know who is. It's just dirty. Like, well, I'm in Moreno Valley now. Riverside's a little bit different. I think it's a little bit nicer. There's areas that are like Canyon Crest, which is closer to where we lived. It's so beautiful over there, and I used to love shopping over there and just being on that side of town. But this like shopping area over here in Moreno Valley is just, yeah, there's like security guards in almost every store that you go to. And I think I took clips of like just crap everywhere. It's unorganized, it's not well stocked, it's dirty, it's just a mess. And then like there are lots of items that are behind like locked doors because the shoplifting is so bad. And yeah, I don't know, it was just like a mess in there. And when you go to Utah, I've said this before, like Utah is so clean, and every like neighborhood and store and everything is just like not packed. It's never that busy, and everything is clean and organized, and there are definitely not 3 security guards by the entrance and exit. Like, it's very weird. And it's like that, there's like a Walmart over here too, and there's like major like security going on. It's wild. Rant about this area over. And I used to live here for 3.5 years, guys, so I feel like I can say whatever I want to say about this town. So I'm sorry if anybody's watching this that's from Moreno Valley or lives in Moreno Valley and is offended, but like that's just the reality. And then when you go to other places, you're like, oh my gosh, it really was as bad as I thought it was. Anyway, that's over. Heading home now. We will put Murphy down for what should be her last nap of the day, and then make some dinner. I think I want to have like a little glass of wine. David got some red wine yesterday, and it might be nice for us to like have dinner and a little glass of wine together and like finish this movie that we started yesterday, which is very rare. We very rarely ever get to watch a show together anymore. We never watch movies together anymore. There's just never really time. We used to do that like when we would, you know, sleep in or whatever. We don't do that, and we used to watch shows and stuff like in bed at night. But now we are just trying to get to sleep, or I'm trying to get to sleep as quickly as possible so I don't waste time on like watching shows and stuff. But eventually David and I do need to get back to like spending some time together. Anyway, yeah, I'll show you guys what we end up cooking for dinner. Probably just gonna be a little spaghetti. Or did I bring spaghetti? No, I just brought regular pasta noodles, so it'll be a little pasta. And yeah, that's the plan. We'll put a bunch of spinach and nutritional yeast and call it healthy.
Groceries, we kind of did. Whoa.
What the? It's cutting board. Tell me about what you're eating there, buddy.
What we got here is a food should taste good chip.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What'd you call it?
Food should taste good chip. We got food should good. Food should taste good chip.
I had no idea what you said. I also didn't say a term for this.
Plastic shelves. Got food should taste good chip. Multi-grain. Dip it in some caramelized or caramelized onion flavored bitchin' sauce.
So good.
Really good.
They have like every now and then at Costco they have like a 3-pack. So we have caramelized onion, there's a pesto, and then like a cilantro chili. This one is so good.
Very good.
This would also be really good on, any of those would be good on like a base for avocado toast or just like on a sandwich. Delicious.
No doubt. Earlier, I had another Costco delicacy.
The fruit smooth? Or what?
Earlier, I had 2 more Costco delicacies.
You had pizza?
A fruit smoothie and a piece of Costco cheese pizza.
Ooh, you fancy.
Yeah. No big deal. I heated it up in this toaster oven over here.
Oh,
It was pretty good.
that's a good move. Not the microwave?
Not in the microwave.
You fancy.
It was good. I ain't even gonna lie.
Real fancy.
Listen, I ain't even gonna lie. It was good.
Does any part of you miss living here? Like when you're driving around, are you like feelings of like positive nostalgia, like want to come back?
Not this time because of where we are. When I've stayed in Riverside, in downtown Riverside, and driven that way.
So nice.
Yeah, like if we were
You
to
like the
drive
Canadian
into
Press and
downtown, that, and then also that, and then also if you drive, like you take that exit off of 91, take like University or whatever. What is that one?
I think it's University. Is it
Yeah,
not?
it's University. Anyway, when you take that exit, when you drive down that little stretch, like we used to go to downtown and go to Food Lab or the thrift store or whatever.
Yeah. I need to go. Maybe if I do that, if I like, we go
That's
together.
pretty nostalgic. Or the apartment, I stopped there last time that had a Ruben and Kim, and that was super nostalgic. That was really cool.
When I drove to the gym, it took me down Sycamore. And I don't know why. I just put it in my, I just hit the drop pin that you sent me.
Wait, how do you go all the way over there?
Across the highway and then down Sycamore. So
And
like,
then to Cactus?
like it took me
Weird.
on the highway then. Maybe there was just like traffic, I
What
don't
the
know.
heck? That's really weird.
But there was like someone obviously like living in our apartment with like plants and stuff. I was like, oh my god, like those people have no clue. Like we lived there for 3.5 years. They have no clue that like,
It's like another
that's where I told you like I was pregnant and like we have so many memories there. Yeah. And those bitches are doing it with fresh carpet. I hate them.
Bullshit.
I seriously hate those people.
Well, that should have given you some nostalgia. Like driving that, taking that exit, driving over there where we used to like walk the dogs and stuff.
It did, but like I didn't like feel anything. I wasn't like, I don't know. I'm also like super out of it and feel weird anyway. So.
And the like gloominess outside doesn't help. When I drove it the first couple times I was back, it was like sunny out, middle of the day.
That makes it feel so much better. We were just saying when I got home, like, because David hasn't been in the house like with just Murphy, you know, by himself.
For this afternoon.
And he was here like watching her. And we're like, it feels like it's a very spacious house, but it just feels so empty. Like it's not cozy. I like the kitchen area and like all the windows and stuff, and if we had like the fireplace going, whatever, but like I don't like being upstairs. I don't like being up there.
I mean, it has everything you need, and they did a good job of like putting the basics in, but it's that's how you feel anytime you go anywhere, unless it's like a really well decorated, like
Yeah.
like at that place that we stayed in Utah the first couple times we went, they like marketed it as a like an eclectic, like I don't know.
Yeah, didn't they market it as like a Zen kind of vibe, like
yeah, like they had copper strands running all over the ceiling
for like
so
energy.
Like, yeah, like balancing the energy and stuff. Like, and then along with that, they put like a ton of plants, and they just did a lot of stuff for it to be like specifically.
But also
like
having the dogs too.
Yeah.
Like the dogs really do make me feel more at home, and it feels more comfortable. And like when I would wake up in the middle of the night last night, I heard a noise, and I almost thought it was Phoebe for a second, and I was like happy that she was there.
I know.
And so when I'm home alone in Utah, I at least have them that like keeps me like grounded, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. They frustrate me a lot, and it's a lot of extra work, but
it doesn't feel like it's just you and Murphy.
Along with Murphy, yeah. Like I have them to focus on too, so that's also like another huge chunk of my time that I have to like take them out and feed them, and like it keeps me busy when I'm like alone.
Right.
I feel
Even though it's a lot to do, it's like better that
I'd rather have more to do. Today I was just like I cleaned up and everything, and then I was just staring out the window. And I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Like
I know. There's only so much like TV.
And I can't go anywhere. You know, not that I would go anywhere alone with Murphy, but I'm like, what do I do right now? Like wrist. I know it was because of that. I just burned a little. It smells what?
I don't know. Come over here. Burn smell. Check it out. I don't know how to describe it.
The sun is out. The sun is out today. How wonderful. Spitting up, girl. See the sunshine? How exciting! Good morning! What? Yes! Good morning, guys! The sun is out today. I'm so excited. To have the clouds part and see some blue sky is very exciting right now. It's like a little chilly, but Murphy and I can definitely come outside today. I feel like it's gonna get cloudy again, but right now the sun is out and I'm so happy. Gorgeous. I feel so much better when the sun is out. I think she slept pretty good last night. Like I was ready to get out of bed at 8 this morning and I had to wake her up. So she had like a pretty good stretch at the beginning of the night, and then I got up and I pumped, and David gave her a bottle because I've been nursing her the past couple nights and she's just getting too comfy and falling asleep without getting full and then waking up like an hour later. So we did that, and I think we got, she's over there smiling about something. Are you smiling about mommy talking? Did you sleep good, baby? It says that she slept 10 hours and 23 minutes of nighttime sleep, which is great for a 4-month-old. I think they're starting to recommend like 10 to 12. Good morning, I'm glad to see you. We'll just put you in here so mama can get ready for the day. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, baby girl. Love you. Oh, I guess it's a good time to show you guys this backyard. Yeah, it feels good. Goal of the trip. I need to go up there. All the rocks, it's so cool. Patio. Pretty cute. Okay guys, we are obviously very much enjoying the sunset right now. I was trying to work on my computer, but I keep getting distracted because every time I look out, these two are just being so cute, and Murphy's just been babbling, and it is beautiful outside right now. I have been editing this video, and of course, like always, I am like a broken record with this. I have a ton of footage, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video here. I just wanted to make sure, even if it wasn't very entertaining, I wanted to make sure that you guys got a video this Friday, because I will be obviously out of town for the bachelorette party, but I will try to vlog for next week as well, so that there's a video for this next Friday. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Maybe in the next one I will not be talking about all the anxiety that I'm feeling. I am feeling much better today. I think the sun coming out was great. We had some rough patches with some naps today, but you know, we made it through. And I also wanted to say that when I'm talking about, like, you know, obviously traveling with the baby, or her sleep schedule, or just different things that are going on, I'm not necessarily complaining. I'm just like letting you guys know what's actually going on, because it would feel really like inauthentic to me to like pick up the camera and pretend that like I am not about to have a panic attack, and that I'm not struggling with Murphy's naps, and I'm not sleep deprived, and I'm not anxious, and then just like, you know, put on like a facade. I'm just not going to do that. And I think at any point, if I started to do that, I just wouldn't have a channel anymore, because it would be fake. Did she just roll over? Oh, okay. Like, I know, she's like, if you give her a little nudge, she can do it. She's getting better. Now she's downhill. She just rolls all the way. Wow, she's rolling. Is that what they meant? Oh, there is a person a couple of yards over watching me vlog. Anyway, yeah, David and I talked about this not too long ago too. We were like, we realize now you know, before having kids. There's so much you realize after having kids, but before we were like, it just seems like parents are like constantly complaining about, you know, having kids and not sleeping and all these things that change. Look at her go. And we're not, yeah, she's doing really good. We're practicing with Murphy's rolling. We're not necessarily complaining. It's just, that is what's going on. Like, that is the reality. And yeah, it's not really a complaint. Like, it's not a negative thing. It's just, that is what's going on. And so if I'm vlogging about my life and sharing my life, I'm gonna like say, you know, what's going on. But sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm probably, you know, a broken record about things, and I probably sound like I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm just trying to share, because my channel has very much turned into like mom vlogging, and I'm okay with that because that is what I am now. And that consumes my life. So anyway, look at these two just having a ball. I was taking a little, I'm like, I just needed a 1 hour little break so I could edit, get this video up. Anyway, I'm rambling on, and now this video is even longer. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. It is totally free, and I would love for you to join the channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see y'all hopefully next Friday.